it, Harold Camping! Stop it! Stop it! Votes, James? And we've only got 3 days left. It is currently May 18th, right?
I don't know.
It's the 18th.
That's math. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, losing track of days, but still vlogging every single day. Now, I mentioned this whole May 21st thing in one of my classes today. I got this great input from my teacher, and he says, and I quote, "If you see 200,000 Christians going up into heaven, I'd grab somebody's ankle. Then the Mayans say a feathered serpent is going to eat the world in 2012. All I can say is, if you like pizza, eat a lot of it." Something we were very worried about. The release of the new Lady Gaga album. Something I was very worried about, the new release of the Lady Gaga album, Born This Way. And she just sort of secretly leaked it out on the internet today, and I didn't download it at all because I'm planning on buying it. Shh, totally listening to it right now in my mind. But thank you, Lady Gaga, for releasing that album before the world ends. So what do you do today with only 3 days left? How did you spend your final Wednesday?
Sleeping. It's my only day to sleep in, so it's my final day to sleep in.
You are coming to the party on Saturday, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to get here early enough to get a ride.
There are some people who are coming to the party who actually work until 6. Jackie works until 6 on Saturday. So she'll be clocking out. What's going on? What's going on?
She better get paid for that last minute.
I know! Well, I mean, she's never going to have time to cash her paycheck. I mean, she probably doesn't get paid. Well, I don't get paid until a week from this Friday. Which, yeah, I still have this week off, and it's a nice vacation. I mean, it's shit-tastic weather. It's been raining non-stop for, like, the past 5 days. It's awful weather. I actually had to buy a long-sleeve hoodie type thing while I was out because it was that, like, frigid. Currently, our temperature is at 54 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry for our viewers who run on Celsius/centigrade. I can't offhand figure out what that is. Today I was listening to Open Forum.
Open Forum.
Open Forum. Welcome to Open Forum. And somebody was asking Harold Camping why he isn't running his radio show back to back to back to back to back in these final days. And they say, every time I turn on the radio, it's always music. Why aren't you playing all of your old programs to ensure that everyone knows exactly what the hell is going on? And he said, well, actually, it is not my job to make sure that everyone understands this. It is God's job to make sure everyone understands exactly what is going to be happening here in now 3 days. It is going to be a horror story. A horror story. We cannot even possibly imagine.
It's not his job. That's why they spent all that time organizing the caravans and putting billboards up everywhere. You don't make any sense.
A multi-million-dollar project. I can't wait for Sunday. One, because I go back to work. Well, sort of looking forward to going back to work. I mean, I would like to have Sunday be my hangover day. You know, Johnny Cash, Sunday morning coming down, that whole thing. But I'm very much looking forward to the aftermath of May 21st. Exactly what all these people have to say. And that's sort of what we're going to be following here in a few days. Judgment Day is not May 21st, local clergy say. This article comes to us from Point Pleasant Patch. Family Radio founder Harold Camping's widely publicized prediction that Jesus will rapture his church on May 21st, this Saturday, is foolish and irresponsible, said clergy on Tuesday. But it serves as a reminder that people should live as if this day could be the last, they said. I've already received an email today, as fate would have it, saying, "What do I do about that? Should I be frightened about that?" said David Cotton, parish associate at First Presbyterian Church of Manasquan. What is with all these churches with crazy names?
Manasquin.
And manager of pastoral care at Jersey Shore University Medical Center. Jersey Shore. At least it's very sunny there. As a Christian, I completely believe that Jesus coming back is a good thing, a beautiful thing, a positive thing. He's going to restore the earth to the Garden of Eden. It's nothing but good, and to scare people and frighten people has it backwards. And that's something I do agree about as well. I know that all the Christians say we should be God-fearing people. Is he coming? Oh shit, is he coming? I hear him. That's just ridiculous. We should not be acting like that, Harold Camping. They go on to say, people believe Camping because he speaks as if his words are gospel truth, Cotton said. He doesn't say, this is my opinion, or this is what I think, or this is what I've conjured up. He says he says it as if it's a foregone conclusion, that it is 100% absolute fact, that the Bible guarantees it, that this Saturday at 6 p.m., starting at the, what is that main timeline? The meridian?
Oh, the prime meridian?
The prime meridian. It's going to start at the prime meridian at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and then it's going to go ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching to every other 6 p.m. Now, for better or for worse, religious figures have some authority that it's built into their position. When they do good things, that authority is a positive. When they go down in flames or misrepresent the gospel for financial reasons or for personal reasons, then that authority works in the wrong way, he said. Harold Camping is making so much money off of all of these radio stations, banking on people's fears that they're quitting their jobs, and basically Harold Camping is saying, listen, the world's going to end this Saturday. I need to tell everyone about it. Give me all your money and help me tell everyone. So says Carlos Wilton, pastor of Point Pleasant Presbyterian Church. When Jesus' own disciples ask him to slip them some insider information on when he will return, his first response is to sternly warn them about false prophets who traffic in just that sort of hot tip. Beware that no one leads you astray, Matthew 24:4. Rather astoundingly to our ears, Jesus goes on to admit, Camping is a civil engineer and a religious broadcasting entrepreneur who's lacking any formal theological training whatsoever.
Oh, burn.
In recent years, Mr. Camping has distanced himself from any denominational affiliation, which means he's also shed all accountability to any religious authority larger than himself. A self-taught Bible expert, Mr. Camping specializes in the obscure interpretive method known as numerology, a field without standards or discipline or any sense, for that matter, that sets aside the main message of scriptures to concentrate on otherwise insignificant peripheral details, such as numbers. Could Mr. Camping be right, seeing the 21st of May as the Judgment Day, Jesus' return, all that? Of course he could. He could be right, most definitely. Jesus says that no one knows the day or the hour. If I claimed to know otherwise, I'd be just as guilty of narcissism as he is. The fact of the matter is that none of us are guaranteed a tomorrow. Absolutely none of us. I could die tonight. I could. None of these episodes would actually end up going on the internet because I could die before they are edited and put up on YouTube. Milan, you could fall down the stairs out there and, like, break your neck and die.
Well, thanks.
Leaving the apartment. I'm sorry, it could happen. None of us know for certain when we will breathe our last breath. And we are all a heartbeat away from eternity. Whether you stand before God on May 21st or whether you stand before Him 50 years from now, it is irrelevant in the scope of eternity. The important thing is, when you stand before God, it's where you stand with God. What would you do if you thought it was your last day? And then we say, why don't you do it anyway? That's what Preacher Cotton tells us. And this article has come to us from Point Pleasant Patch by Christine A. Scheller, who's an opinion columnist for this website. And that is something that we really need to be thinking about in these last few days. That, what would you do if today was your last day? Would you call your parents and tell them how much you love them? Would you call your friends, call your family? Would you go skydiving? Why don't you do it anyway? So we have only 3 days left. Things are going to be very interesting this weekend. We've got the camping cake. We have the possibility of a Harold Camping song that I'm working on writing. But it's supposed to be a secret. You don't know anything about it. Shh. We're gonna be drinking a bit on Saturday. So
We're all legal, don't worry.
we're all legal. 3 days left. Tune in tomorrow for some more End of the World Ravings.